Hello there, 4th and 5th graders, and welcome to your next math lesson. Today's math lesson is called Perimeter. So go ahead and please write that title at the top. I'm writing on just a piece of white paper today because I've run out of line paper. So again, today's lesson is called Perimeter. And what is perimeter? Well, perimeter is the distance around something. So let's say we have a two-dimensional shape like this. This is a whoops. I'm going to fix that because I accidentally messed up one of the lines there. This is a rectangle. Okay? And let's say this rectangle is from here to here. Let's say it's 5 feet. And let's say from here to here it's 10 feet. And let's say you were told to find the perimeter of this rectangle. That means your job is to find the distance all the way around the entire thing. And the formula for finding perimeter is perimeter equals side plus side plus side plus side. Now another way of writing that same formula is perimeter equals length plus width plus length plus width, because you could see the length as being this line and the width as being this line, but this would also be the length and this would also be the width here. Now you might be thinking, hold on a sec, I'm supposed to add up 4 numbers but I only have 2. I only have a 10 and a 5, but if you really think about it, you actually have 4 because this line has to be congruent. That means it has to be the same length as this line right here. And if you really think about it, this line, and not only is it congruent, but it's also parallel. And because these two lines are congruent and parallel, it makes it so that this line also has to be congruent and parallel with this one too. See, this line over here has to be the same length as this line over here. So we actually have the length of all 4 sides. So to find the perimeter, we just add up perimeter equals 10 plus 5 plus the length of this side is also 10 plus the length of this side, since it's parallel and congruent with this side, is also 5. So the perimeter would be 10 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5. So 10 plus 5 is 15. We add 10 to that and we get 25. We add 5 to that and we get 30. So the answer would be 30 feet. Okay? The perimeter is 30 feet. Hold that thought for just a second. Sorry, I can't let anybody in right now, but here. Thank you. Sorry about that. Okay, let's do another example. Let's say we have this rectangle right here. And let's say this rectangle is, let's say from here to here, it's 8 inches. And by the way, it could be any unit. So here we did feet, here we did inches, it could be any unit. Let's say from here to here it's 8 inches, and let's say from here to here it's 4 inches, okay? So we need to find the perimeter. Well, we follow the formula of perimeter equals side plus side plus side plus side, or again, another way of showing that same thing is perimeter equals length plus width plus length plus width. So perimeter equals, we just add up all 4 sides. We add up the length of all 4 sides. So this side is 4 inches long, plus this side is 8 inches long, plus this side. Now, since I didn't draw it perfectly, this side, you can see it's actually a little bit longer than this one, but you have to pretend that I drew an actual parallelogram or an actual rectangle. And so just pretend that these 2 sides are the same length because they're supposed to be. So since this side is parallel and congruent with this side, or at least it's supposed to be, it's 4 plus, and since this side is parallel and congruent with this side, it's 8. So we just add up all those sides. 4 plus 8 is 12, plus 4 more is 16, plus 8 more is 24. So that's 24 inches. So the perimeter is 24 inches. And remember, perimeter just means the total distance around something. So if you wanted to measure the perimeter of your entire yard, all you would have to do is just measure the length of your fence all the way around your entire yard. Now, in both of these examples, the thing we're finding the perimeter of is a rectangle, but it might not always be a rectangle. It could be a trapezoid. So let's go ahead and do an example like that. Let's say we have a shape like this, and we're told to find the total distance around the entire thing. And let's say that the distance from here to here is 2 yards. And let's say the distance from here to here, let's see how far that would maybe be, 2, 4, 6. Let's say it's 7 yards, just kind of eyeballed that. And let's say the distance from here to here is 5 yards. And let's say the distance from here to here is also 7 yards. Okay, in order to find the perimeter, perimeter equals just all the sides added up. Side plus side plus side plus side. We just add up all the sides. That's how we find the perimeter. So we just do 2 plus 7 plus 5 plus 7. So 2 plus 7 is 9, plus 5 is 14, plus 7 is 21. So it's 21 yards. Now, you might remember in the last chapter when we were finding volume that we always had to raise every answer to the third power, and that's because it was a volume answer, so it had length, width, and it had height. These answers are just linear answers. That means they're just length. It's just the total length or the total distance around something. So we don't need to raise it to the third power. We don't need to raise it to the second power or anything like that. It's just 21 yards because it's just the total distance around. So we're measuring a straight line. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys 2 to do independently, and then once you finish doing those independently, or once I assign these 2 problems, press pause after you get them written down, solve them independently, and then press play again to see if you did them correctly. Okay, let's say we have this shape right here. It's a rectangle, and let's say it is 20 feet from here to here and 40 feet from here to here. Find the perimeter. And let's say here we have this shape. This is a trapezoid. Let's say it is 6 feet from here to here, 12 feet from here to here, and let's say it is, I don't know, 15 feet. I'm just kind of eyeballing this from here to here, and 15 feet from here to here. Go ahead and solve those 2 independently, find the perimeter for both, and as soon as you're finished, well, press pause on the video, solve them both, and then when you're finished, press play again to see if you did them correctly. Alright, hopefully you already have an answer written here and here because you already solved both of these. If you don't have that done, pause this video and go ahead and do that independently, because the only reason you should be watching this now is just to see if you already did it correctly. In order to solve this one, we have to use our formula, which is perimeter equals side plus side plus side plus side. And so it would be 40 plus 20 plus this side would be 42 plus this side would be 20. So 40 plus 40 is 80. And again, when you're adding, you don't have to add in the order that it's written from left to right. You can add in whatever order you want. So sometimes you can find an easier order. So 40 plus 40 is 80, plus 20 is 100, plus 20 is 120. So the perimeter is 120 feet. Great job if you got that one correct. Great job even if you didn't, as long as you did your best. Okay, for this one, we'd have to add up 15 plus 12 plus 15 plus 6. Okay, now I think the easiest way to add this up would be to add the two 15s first. That would give us 30. And then 30 plus 12 would be 42. And then we add 6 to that and we get 48. So the perimeter is 48 feet. And again, since I only did that verbally, what I did is 15 plus 15. I added those up. I got 30. 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. And then I did 30 plus the 12. And I got 0 plus 2 is 2. 3 plus 1 is 4. I got 42. And then I did 42 plus the 6. And that's 48. Okay, so that's 48 feet. Great job if you got that one correct too. Great job even if you didn't, as long as you did your very, very best. And go ahead and click on the quiz, which is attached beneath this video in the Math Google Classroom. Make sure you do your very, very best on today's quiz. And I will catch you next time. This is Mr. Dauber signing off.